Hi everyone, welcome back to my AP Calculus class. I will keep explaining U-substitution with basic formulas from example 9. Let's start. Integral 1 plus square root the whole thing's fourth power over square root dx. So usually in the fraction form, usually denominator is a u part, but in this case, in numerator is u part, which means 1 plus root x, that is a u. And then I'll change this equation to u equation, right? It's x equation to u equation. So integral, because 1 plus root x is u, the numerator u to the fourth power. And then denominator still square root x dx, but we have to change dx to du. So what was dx? dx is always 1 over u prime du. You remember this, right? So 1 over u prime. U part was 1 plus root x. What is derivative of 1? Any number's derivative is 0. So 0, that part is going to be 0. U prime is just a derivative of square root. Square root prime is 1 over 2 square root x. That was the formula, right? So u prime is what? 1 over 2 root x and du. I'm going to simplify this a little. Integral u to the fourth times radical x times 1 over root 2 root x, which is 2 root x du. And then now root x cancel out. 2 is just coefficient. Can go to the front. 2 integral u to the fourth du. By the power, x to the nth powers integral was 1 over n plus 1 times x to n plus 1 powers. So 2 times 1 over n is 4 in this case. So 4 plus 1 times u to the 4 plus 1 plus c. So what is the answer? 2 over 5 u to the 5th powers plus c, and u was 1 plus root x. So 1 plus root x to the 5th powers. That is the final answer. Example 10. Do you think which part gonna be u part? In this case, not really. You don't have to use U-substitution. Example 10 is not U-substitution problem. Just expand all this and then just use power rule. Something like this. Integral 2 minus y whole thing square. You understand a minus b square, right? A minus b squared is equal to what? A squared minus 2ab plus b squared, right? So 2 minus y squared is equal to 2 squared, which is 4 minus 2 times y, 4y, plus b squared, y squared. That times root 2y dy. And then root 2y is what? Radical y is? Root 2y is y to the 1/2 powers. So y to the 1/2 powers. This is. And then the distributive property. Okay? So integral 4 times y 1/2. Negative 4 y times y to 1/2. So y to the 3 over 2. Okay, and then plus y squared times y to the 1/2. 2 plus 1/2, so y to the 5 over 2. dy. These whole things dy. Okay, so find just each term's integral 4 to the y to the 1/2 power. That part is 4 is coefficient, and then y to 1/2 powers, so 1 over n is 1/2, 1 n plus 1 times y to the n plus 1 powers. Second term, negative 4 is coefficients, and then 1 over n is 3 over 2, so 3 over 2 plus 1 times y to the 3 over 2 plus 1 powers. And the last term is what? Y to the 5 over 2 powers, right? So what is n? N is 5 seconds. So n plus 1 times y to the n plus 1 powers. And then we're going to simplify this. Okay, that is 4 over 3 over 2. Okay, 8 over 3, 8 over 3. Y, this part is 1/2 plus 1 is 3 over 2. 3 over 2. And then negative 4 times 1 over 5 over 2. That is negative 8 over y. 8 over 5. Then y to the 3 over 2 plus 1 is 5 over 2. So 5 over 2 powers plus 1 over 7 over 2. That means 2 over 7. 2 over 7 y to the 7 over 2 plus c. So this is the final answer of example 10. In this case, you don't have to use U-substitution. Just expand all and then use all power, okay? Let's go next problem, example 11. Integral x cubed minus x minus 4 over 2x squared dx. So definitely this is, which part is going to be u? Not really. It is not U-substitution problem also. So just expand like this. Separate them. So integral x cubed over 2x squared. Okay, that is x over 2. X over 2. And then second term, negative x over 2x squared. Okay, so minus 1 over 2x. 1 over 2x. And then negative 4 over 2x squared, so negative 2 over x squared. Okay, just find that integral. Find that each term's integral. Then what about the fourth term? X over 2. 1 over x, 1 over 2 is the coefficient. Just go in front of the integral. And then what is x to the fourth powers integral? 1 over n plus 1. N is 1 in this case, right? X to the 1 plus 1 powers. Second term, negative 1/2 times, what is 1 over x? 1 over x equals x to the negative 1. Okay, you must not use power rule because n plus 1 gonna be 0. So you remember that formula, right? What is integral 1 over x dx equals? That was ln absolute value of x. So ln absolute value of x, and then this part, negative 2 is coefficient, and then 1 over x squared. That is x to the negative second power, right? That's integral dx is 1 over n plus 1, negative 2 plus 1. It is negative 1 times x to the n plus 1, negative 2 plus 1, negative 1 plus c. If we simplify a little more, this part, what is the answer? 1 over 2 times 1 over 2, 1 over 4, x squared minus, okay, 1/2 ln absolute value of x, and then this part is negative 2 times negative 1, positive 2, x to the negative 1, that means 1 over x, plus c. This is the answer. If you take 1/2 out, because 1/2 is kind of common factor, actually not, then if you want to find this form, take 1/2 out, and they're going to find the same answers. Okay, next problem, number 12. Number 12. Okay, integral 3x minus 1 over cube root 1 minus 2x plus 3x squared. It is U-substitution. Okay, this is U-substitution. You can use U-substitution. Which part gonna be U part? I think 1 minus 2x plus 3x squared. Let this part gonna be U. And then change this x function to U function. So numerator not gonna change it. Just leave it. 3x minus 1. But the bottom part, cube root to 1/3 power, right? And then 1 minus 2x plus 3x squared is U, so it is U to the 1/3 power. And then we have to change dx to du. How? dx is always 1 over u prime. This part prime, which is -2 plus 6x minus 2, and then du. Okay, I solve here. This part, I mean 6x minus 2, if we take 2 outside, because 2 is common factor, it's going to be 3x minus 1. And then this 3 minus 1 and the numerator 3 minus 1 cross out. What is left? Just 1/2 is just left. So that is equal to 1/2 integral 1 over u to the 1/3, u to the -1/3 power du. And then now power. How? N is -1/3, so whenever the coefficient is still there, 1 over n plus 1 u to the n plus 1 powers plus c. So this part is going to be 1 over 2/3, 3 over 2, right? So 1/2 times 3 over 2, that's 3 over 4. This whole thing is going to be 3 over 4. Then u to the, this part is 2/3 power. 2/3 power. Then what was u? U was 1 minus 2x plus 3x squared, right? The whole thing is 2/3 power plus c. This is the final answer. Example 13. Example 13. Integral 2x squared minus 4x plus 3 over x minus 2. There are many ways to solve this problem, actually, right? But I'm not going to use substitution. I'm going to show you better way. Just expand the denominator part. So you're going to make this, right? You're going to make this. Okay? And then just use long division. How? Just divide 2x squared minus 4x plus 3 by x squared minus 2x plus 1. Okay, I do long division here. 2x squared minus 4x plus 3 divided by x squared minus 2x plus 1. So we need what? 2 here, right? To make 2x squared. 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times -2x, -4x. 2 times 1 is 2. And then subtract. These two cross out, only 1 is left. So 2 is what? Quotient. 1 is remainder. So answer form should be what? Quotient plus remainder over divisor. Divisor was x minus 1. Whole things square. So we can find that integral of this function. It is much easier. How? Any numbers integral is 2x, right? C integral c dx is cx, so it is 2x. And then this part is x minus 1, whole thing is -2nd power by the power, plus 1 over n plus 1 times x minus 1 to the n plus 1, -1 powers. Actually, kind of use substitution, but this part is dx equals du, so you can just directly use it. Because dx equals 1 over u prime du, but u prime part is just 1. 1x minus 1's derivative is just 1. So you directly do this. It's okay in this case. So what is the answer? 2x and minus 1, right? Minus 1 over x minus 1 plus c. This is the final answer. Okay. Example 14. Okay, integral 1 over u minus 3 du. I literally change it, this equation to this. Exactly the same thing, right? You understand what was 1 over x integral dx? That is ln absolute value of x. Okay, that's why this is ln absolute value of u minus 3 plus c. This is the answer. It's kind of U-substitution. This part gonna be u part, right? But already u here is large u equals small u minus 3. What about derivative? D large u is equal to d small u. That's why ignore that part, just you can use it directly. Because derivative of u part is 1. Okay, number 15. Integral z over, I'm gonna let this part u, bottom part, u times 1 over u prime negative 8z du. That makes sense, right? Dx is always 1 over u prime du. Dz in this case, right? Dz equals 1 over z u prime times du, right? So this part is gone. So negative 1 over 8 integral 1 over u du. Integral 1 over u du is ln absolute value of u. So final answer negative 1 over 8 ln absolute value u plus c. So negative 1 over 8 ln, what was u part? 1 minus 4z squared. Then plus c. This is the final answer. Okay, I'll stop here. So next time in the next video, I start from example 16 to all the other example problem altogether next time. Alright, thank you so much for watching my video. And then please click subscribe and like and turn on the notification. Thank you again. See you.